Okay.
How can we keep balance, body, mind, and soul?
It looks like where are the three words? Body you can see with the eyes. Mind can you see with the eyes?
No.
So, and the soul you think,
Yeah.
but
But that's the mind if you think about it.
Underline body, mind, soul is one thread, one ground. So, like all the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, they end up into infinite, zero. They end up there and then they begin. That's why the cycles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Then end up in 0 and then again like cycles. So what it means, all the visible things, body, mind, like waves, appear as appearance and then disappear into infinity. The moment one understands that body, mind is the appearance from the disappearance. Disappearance is the infinity. Like the rose flower. Rose flower, what is visible?
The petals, the stem, the thorns, the little leaves.
All that. And the word rose, it comes from rose. Suppose if the rose start giving bad smell, you call it rose?
No.
So this apparent world end up into the wars. Why? 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 Because arrogance of ignorance. Not knowing that nothing you own is only a drama. You can call it Krishna Leela or Christ Leela or Moses Leela. Leela mean play of the visible world,
Mm.
play of the consciousness. So they get too much entangled into the visible world. Visible world, these are my boundaries, these are your boundaries, not knowing that mine, thine is all fake. They put too much cosmetics on the skin, visible appearance, not knowing kind heart, compassionate heart, being kind to all the animals. So there is a sect of people who worship all Mother Nature. And then there are some now more and more growing those people who worship killing and eat them. They call it halal, haram. What is this? These are just the word. If you are killing a bird or animal or anything, ask them, ask them that it is holy to get it killed. The bird or animal just change from one appearance to disappearance. It's not about the pleasure pain, like a bubble appear and you put a pin in the bubble. What happens to the bubble feeling? Neither good nor bad. Like you wake up from the dream, what happened to the dream? Nothing happened to the dream state. Nothingness. Nothingness. Like in the child state, you bring your babies to the beaches, and beaches, the babies are playing cat or dog or castle. Different toys. Is the one better than the other?
No.
So it is, that's why the word called the play. The other proper word is called the lila. Lila means moving without moving. So the real movie is going in the time cycle. Time cycle means sometimes they are possessing the woman. What is the woman? Woman, the Ramayana, Mahabharata, Ramayana, some guy stole the woman of the holy man, Rama, and Ravana. They went and invaded, not knowing that's all only a drama. The killer will get killed. Killed will get killer killed. It's only a drama. Then other scriptures talk of five brothers, talking of give us only five village. No. Give us five homes. No. Because of the arrogance, ignorance. Those people who are adjusting, arranging the waves not knowing that it is already made up of illusion. So even if you change, the changes will come again. Like you cut the hair, it's growing at the same time when you are cutting. So in the so-called rich in physical, they can spend 100,000 in the nails or 500,000 in their hair. The other yogi, seer, scientist will say, hey, it is a discretion. Hair is discretion. So it's coming and going, like nail coming, going. Scientists will say, there is all word. But the real scientist will say, all this appearance, visible world is ever-changing changes. That's called nothingness. Then how lot of things come, all things coming from nothingness, because on the movement, and the movement is based on non-movement. Like the car you're driving, the wheels are moving, but something in between is not moving. Axial. So all movement based on movement. And that's how body, mind, always changing, moving. But they are running and seeking eternity consciousness, which is unchangeable. The beautiful woman says to her husband, don't change, remain. The more you pressure them, remain, 100%, it will go quicker, because both are fake illusion. Then body mind is seeking something satsang. Satsang means which does not change. The heart consciousness does not change. Your body are changing, houses are changing, movement are moving, all that. But what is not changing? You don't forget yourself. I was a woman last year. I was a man last year. No, the consciousness remain. Of course, you can change the names, addresses, things, clothing, this, this. Why? Because its appearance is moving without knowing or unknowing. Why? How? Like your nails and hair are, they take your permission. Oh, should I grow or not grow? Whether you know or you don't know is happening invisibly visible, visibly visible, invisible. That's how cats and dogs don't have volumes of books of so-called holy scriptures. They are already, they already are. Are-ness, is-ness is already embodied with bodies, without bodies. That's how the fear is the bubble of the fear of the ego. There is no birth and death, but only the thinking is entangled in that. So all the thinking is seeking the heart consciousness, where you are already dead without dying, without death. You can call it holy ignorance. Holy ignorance means knowing without knowing, pre-knowing. Otherwise, this material world, where will I go? I already know, need to know. What will I eat? I already need to know. All why it is made up of thinking. And thinking is already the what is the brain and mind to begin with? It's only the past, and it shows on your screen, and then you are comfortable. But all this whole life of thinking, becoming, thinking is all fake. Fake is not a bad word. Fake means all ever appearing, disappearing. But all this thinking is seeking unchangeable satsang. Satsang means which is really real. Do you like to become unreal? No, everybody wants to be really real. Not knowing that thinking start producing, becoming, and I become engineer, doctor, blah, 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 and you become. You already spent 20 years. Then you are working, earning bread and butter. Another 20 years. You're already on the end of the rope. So what is this life full of care, not a minute to look and stare? You want vacation, but already illusory. 5 minutes you feel awe feeling. But then again, the mind is dominate you. What will I go? What will I do? Ba 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 ba. All the mental,
Yeah, even like getting ready to go already and leave and go back home. Yeah.
all that time. So where are you? Where is your life? It's nothing but a little bubble, which is disease. Thinking is disease. Ego is disease. Becoming is a disease. Mind is a disease. Mind means mind not knowing there is a soul. Of course, you feel the soul out of 24 hours, only four, not even 4 hours, half an hour, where you are nobody. And you are afraid of being nobody, but it happened because that is the really real reality. And you get all the energy, refreshing. Imagine for a week you don't sleep, you get into madness. Richer than the richest, want a hunger or a real sound sleep. First and last thing, it want a sound sleep because you cannot buy it. You don't want anything in that because the time is no longer. You're free from the time. In the state of love, 2 hours become 2 minutes, 2 minutes, even 2 seconds, because it flies. That's why the word called Anandam, bliss without objects, subjects, and it's a natural state. It's already isness in the baby state. The isness is fullness, fullness is isness. Then it starts growing, the flesh and bones bigger, bigger, bigger. And then it wants to become somebody. Become somebody in what? In the material world, apparent world. You become name and fame. More money, more money, more love. All is made up of fake. Fake means what? See any history. Alexander the Great appear, disappear. It's natural. There was not one Alexandra. There are many, many, many Alexandras. Because it is the nature. So people, 90% stuck in body, mind, and they get encircled. Too much values to hair nails. You go in the most famous Beverly Hill, Robertson, Beverly Hill, Beverly. What is Beverly Hill? It's seeking heavenly hills. Heavenly hills mean you are relaxed. If you analyze Beverly Hills, where is the love flowing? Where is the compassion, kindness flowing? They are afraid of each other walking. Don't say hello, how are you? Good morning turn into bad morning, not knowing that there is a God morning. God is missing you. The word thank you is so fake, just to more than abuse. Thank you, you are finished. Just to befool each other. The dogs, cats are more real existential thank you. So you live the life whether you are stuck in the head bubble or the heart consciousness. That's your choice. But 90% people get lost because the life is hypnotized, burdened, hypnotized by the religion, names, words. I am this, not knowing who am I. You don't need to learn from the books. Just watch your life. In one word, what is this life? Full of care, not a minute to look and stare. What that means, the mind does not stare and stop unless they take a bottle or drug, then it does rest. Or the baby is 5, 10 year old, they are giggle. The birds and butterflies, they enjoy. A causal unconditioned. The dog and cat, they love you whether you give a good food or no food. Man's mind is always exploiting, exploiting others and themselves too, because they are, the exploiter is exploited first, not knowing that this life window is given a gift by the Lord. Don't mess it up by controlling others. Because after becoming and acquiring, all would be left here. The smarter are those who die before dying. Each moment you're dying anyway. Each moment, each breath, either your awareness or you're in the thinking, thinking, thinking. Thinking is stinking. It's a disease. But 90% are proud of that disease. Like 90% women are full of disease of their nails and hair. Why? Because they be fooled with that. And there are men, there are people who like to be befooled. The whole circle. Not crying for the truth. When the Sadguru Ramana Maharishi, even the holy mountain invited him, and he was wandering from one place to another, other young people thinking he is a mad person, naked, not knowing that he is the existential being. The insects, scorpions will bite him, but after a while they become friends. So always the embodiment and beyond the embodiment means body, mind, apparently. And what is behind that? The awareness. Awareness is the light. Imagine the one who is residing in the body, mind disappear. Then within 2 minutes, the whole world throw it. Throw it like a bag, like a trash can. So, like the bulb, if the light is filament, light is not, the whole thing is discarded. And it's happening each moment. Each moment is the opportunity. It's not something to achieve, gain, hard work, none of those. It is underlined. But it burns the ignorance for those who dare, very rare, who dare to the question, who am I? What is life? Not even the whole world, 10% or even not 5%, because they get befooled by the words, boundaries, control, fighting each other, not knowing it's all the same, hunger is the same, digestion is the same, all, and they think they are educated in foolishness. Educated means external. But body, mind, take a peace, take a shelter, take a real rest in the supermind. Supermind, purity, pure heart, where there is no other, there is no another. The clever mind, I am this, I am that, I am white, I am this, I am that, and make a wall in their own mind. What a pre-known. They are going somewhere, already have in their mind the boundaries where I am going. All nonsense. Past, future, a dissection of life. Of course, it is very clever in the material world, earning bread, butter, that's all. Not knowing that higher forces from above are already controlling their mind. The more you align with the heart, body, mind settle down and enjoy the joy of life. Why? Where it already is, not something to achieve, like 5, 10-year-old does not need to achieve blah 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 blah, house, car, blah blah. And after getting all that, they are more disturbed than before. Holy ignorance. You can call the word divine bhakti, like the one princess Meera was dancing and singing in the praise of the Lord all over the world, and their relatives were very angry how this princess is going wild life, not knowing that she was aligned, dancing, singing in the divine madness. But there is no price for that kind of life. Just put a test, examine it, all the senses, taste, hearing, music, concert, all those external senses, sensual world is not there if you close invisible breath for 2 minutes. The whole and drama, your cleverness is in the other world. Then you will realize, oh, that is the prime of all prime. That is the prime of the prime ministers, prime divine. So, what is the realized masters, enlightened masters, or they have the whole world in their palm? Means what? That when they open the palm, the world appears. When they want to close, it disappears. It's a divine madness, timeless time, not the other way round, that you are stuck in the time bubble wristwatch. That's how all the scriptures indicate. In the kingdom of my Father, the time is no longer. Freedom of all freedom. That when you want feelings, thinking, is there as a servant, not as a master. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. Go to the Mars, make a colony there, but still can't sleep properly. What good is what's that? You want to go to the moon colony, Neptune colony, but cannot sleep, then you go return back towards go to sleep. It's all because it's made up of illusion. Illusion means what? Like the doll made up of salt become a scientist, organically scientist, and said, okay, I have a machine to measure the whole ocean. And it goes to measure the how wide, how big is the ocean. The moment it goes in the ocean, it starts melting. Forget the ambition, everything. That's how in the sound sleep, all your bubbles becoming apparent, blah, 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 is lost into not being, because becoming appeared, dissolve in the being. Beingness already is the wholeness. There's no wanting there. Why? Because the subject object merge in the unity. That's how people want to unite on all levels, physical, mental, spiritual. But only in spiritual is the unity, oneness all the time, not 2 hour, 1 hour. People running after the chemical changes, drugs, sex, rock and roll, all that is imaginary. Imaginary means not knowing that there already is. They reflect, I want the soulmate, stupid not knowing that the soul has no boundaries. There is no mating. The soul, unified, ununified, unifiedness already is. There is nothing to do or find a soulmate. First, know what is the ego, the illusion of body mind. You don't want soulmate when you are dead. Why? Because boundaries are already dissolved. Being, human beingness include all becoming. So get out of becoming Christian, Jew, Hindu, blah, 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 blah. Just be a human being. Give the title, words, cut each other throat, mentally, physically, emotionally, all that basura, garbage. The Sadgurus contact you, invite you only when you are fed up with this ignorance, of arrogance, of egoness. Otherwise, you are not, cannot receive the divine message. You cannot listen the heart language. In the sound sleep is longer, but the arrogance, the noise of the ego bubbles up couple of hours and then it transcends in the dreamless state, which is the sound sleep. And every day is inviting you. By the grace of the God, imagine is free. Free. Free means no man made. Who entered the kingdom of Father means where you came from. That's the Father, not the physical Father. Transcendental state already is. You saying your words.
That it's just simpler than we make it. The happiness and fulfillment comes more from doing nothing and being real. Being in the moment, finding the truth, but not with your mind.
See, like thirst, hunger already is, and you try to put food to pacify the hunger. Underline beingness already is. There are universities all over the world, structure, chemical, this, where the university of beingness, human beingness, even the universities are not there, but they're always there. Voiceless voice, because it does not need advertisement. It does not need popularity. Like even the material world, whether it's emerald or gold, do they advertise, look, come and I'm here? Put the advertisement in Wall Street, oh, come and go deep, and I'm there. Deep or above. None of those, because it is not for sale. One percent die before dying is not a negative or passive. For the mind, it is. Oh, get afraid. Beingness is a new planet beyond the planets, beyond the Mars colony. The beingness. Why? How? Because The world you are seeing is in your palm. Palm means when you open, it opens. You are the master of all the masters. Beingness is a new dimension. The heart consciousness. That's how, in the tradition, Western mind cannot understand why they surrender to the lotus feet of the masters, the region. The water flows from higher to lower. They can understand. That's learning without learning. Divination. But godness, godliness include all different gods because of their own name and form. Even in Mother Nature, in one garden, one very bitter gourd and sweet sugar cane in the same area. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om.